Well, the San Diego market has been pretty calm this autumn, but if we dig into the data, I think we can see the signs of price weakness ahead. And we're going to dig into the data together on today's San Diego Real Estate Roundup for December 10th, 2024, brought to you by Blueprint. Looking to buy a house in San Diego? You'll soon find that most agents require you to sign an exclusive agreement entitling them to 2.5% of whatever you're going to offer on the home you want. At Blueprint, we don't do exclusive agreements, and our agent fee is 60% lower than the competition. Learn more at www.buywithblueprint.com. Now let's get into the data. Well, we're looking at the latest weekly print from Redfin for the San Diego metro market, and as we can see, the median sale price of a home in San Diego popped up this week after falling off the week before. 2 weeks ago, the median sale price of a home in San Diego was $904,000. Last week, we dropped off to $886,000. And this week, we popped back up to $894,000. Now, for clues as to where pricing is headed, we take a look at list price. Now we're looking at the median price of a new listing in San Diego. And as you can see, November's rally has abruptly ended here the first week of December with a decline in the median price of a new listing. At the start of November, the median price of a new listing was $885,000. That climbed all the way up to $921,000. And now we're back down to $909,000 for a median list price in San Diego. Does this mean we should expect the market to continue to decline into the end of the year and into 2025? Let's take a look at inventory metrics to get an answer. Right now, we're looking at new listing data. And as you can see, new listings are falling off in a manner that is very typical for this time of year. This week, the San Diego market saw 398 new listings hit the market, which is exactly where we were last year and just a hair over where we were this time in 2022. And this is expected. This is seasonally what happens. Fewer people are selling their homes in December. There's a couple of holidays getting in the way, some holiday travel, and so we see new listings decline. And now we're looking at homes sold, where we had a big drop this week. For comparison, last week, we sold 468 homes on the San Diego market, and this week, we sold just 419. Now, a dip this size this week is expected because of the Thanksgiving holiday that shortens that week. Escrow offices are closed Thursday and Friday. There's just less time to close transactions. However, a decline in homes sold is not unexpected for this time of year. Let me show you why. Now we're looking at pending sales. And as you can see, the number of pending sales on the San Diego market has been declining since October. And pending sales is a leading indicator of homes sold. You see, a home goes pending when a buyer and seller go into contract for the sale of the home, and then the escrow process commences. And escrow takes typically 30 or 35 days. So most homes that become pending show up as homes sold 30 to 35 days later. And of course, some fraction of home sales don't actually reach completion. What I mean is, not every home that goes into contract gets sold. So some of these pending sales do not show up in homes sold. For example, this week, 444 homes went pending, but of those, some number less than 444 will actually close. And now we're looking at active listings. Active listings on the market is dropping in a manner that we're used to this time of year. There are right now 4,822 active listings on the San Diego market. And even though active listings are rapidly declining, it's good to note that we're well above the level we had in 2023 and 2022 and 2021. Now, when we balance supply against demand, we get the metric weeks of supply. This metric tells us if houses were bought at the current rate that they're being bought, how many weeks would it take to buy up all the supply that remains? I love this metric because, again, it balances supply against demand. We had a big bounce back this week from 11 weeks of supply last week to 12.4 weeks of supply this week. But to me, what is most notable is that weeks of supply is beating out last year, 2023, and is just barely beating out 2022, and of course is far north of 2021's numbers. So even though inventory is declining, the balance between supply and demand, as measured by weeks of supply, is indicating a relatively high amount of supply relative to demand. And this is why prices fall in the winter. Even though fewer homes are being sold, there are even fewer buyers trying to buy those few homes. And to really hammer that point, we're going to take a look at average sale to list ratio. Now, this is the ratio of sale price to list price. If homes are selling for more than their list price, this ratio is going to be above 100%. And if homes are selling for less than what they're being listed at, this ratio is going to be under 100%. And right now, we are at 99.2%. As you can see, we dropped under the 100% mark back in July and have been coasting southward since. This is evidence of a market that's losing steam. To me, this is the last piece of the puzzle that says, yes, we will continue to see price declines as we head toward the end of the year and into January 2025. Stay informed while you're doing your home shopping by subscribing here and catching next week's San Diego Real Estate Roundup.